This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are in Strangerville and we are building a Pastel Victorian family home. Super fun. I've actually wanted to do a Victorian home for a while now, and I kind of did like that tiny French Victorian build that you guys also saw, but then I wanted to do something a little bigger, so this is what came of it. And also I was feeling very spring. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos as well. So I really wanted to do these pastel colors. Fun fact, this video has been ready and sitting waiting for a voiceover for a while. My original post date for this was actually like March 31st, which here in the US was Easter. And yeah, I thought that would have been fitting, but you know, life happened, it got in the way, and we didn't get to it. But here we are now, so I'm so happy I'm finally able to share this with you guys, and I really do hope you enjoy. I was going back and forth keeping this build here in Strangerville, but ultimately I ended up deciding it can stay. I kind of really like the pastel and the color scheme. That it kind of pops in this world a little bit because it's not very common. I mean, the house next door here is like a yellow, but I wouldn't call that like a pastel either. So I thought it was pretty cute. And then there's like a green one back there too, if you can see. But I don't know, it's really cute. The shape of this here is pretty much all together now. So we are just going to start adding some columns and details and fencing and all that good stuff. The roofing is pretty together too. I feel like it's pretty simple roofing, I think. But in the interior, it ends up being, I believe, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've built this, so I need to refresh my memory. And it should be up on the gallery as well, so if you are interested in downloading it, my gallery ID there is Symtherin as well, just like it's spelled here. Here we're picking out our siding, and I go through a few different color ideas and things, but I ultimately landed on a light purple, but it could also be blue, but it looks kind of purple, at least in this lighting. I also really like the touch of that circle window with the bee on it, and I can't remember which pack that is actually from at this time. So if you know, pop quiz, what pack is that from? Leave a comment down below. But now we're just picking out some windows. I do a mix of base game and Strangerville, I believe. It looks like it. It looks like what I do. But I thought it was pretty cute. I've actually really liked mixing and matching windows, especially from different packs, and kind of seeing what kind of feels we can, you know, get out of it. It's really fun. Of course we had to go with a Strangerville door because these doors are absolutely gorgeous, top tier. And then we're just adding another bump out up here and adjusting the roof. But overall, the shape is done, so we're going to start with landscaping. I used a combination of these 2 floorings, which I actually really dig. It's a brick that might be from Horse Ranch, and then the brick and like sidewalk texture is, I believe, base game. So, but I don't know, putting them together kind of added a little bit of a extra touch and some more texture, so I really like it. I do follow that up in the backyard as well, which you'll see in just a little bit. But we're pulling out these bushes from the debug menu, and here is what I'm talking about with the backyard. I did put a little sidewalk kind of leading out of the yard on the side here, although it doesn't work with the lot. I know, I'm sorry, but what can you do? You can either fight it, you can either try and work with it and make it look like things line up at the edge of your lots, or you can just pretend and say, this is what I want, and who cares what the world says, right? That's a bit of wisdom for you there, I guess. I also added these pink shutters from the Horse Ranch pack, and I thought adding those against the purple was really cute, and I'm sizing them up a little bit with the tool mod so that, you know, they're not so tiny looking against the windows. I don't know. It was really cute. I think adding the shutters here was really like the nail in the coffin, so to speak, where, because at first I wasn't sure if I was enjoying this build, if I liked it too much, and then adding those was really like solidifying that yes, I am going to continue this build and work through it and see where it can take me. Sometimes you just have to trust the process, you know? Sometimes it takes me a while to get there, sometimes I never get there, and that's when I have 1,001 builds that have been started, bulldozed, never continued, you name it. But I also tell everyone, don't be afraid to bulldoze, because if you're really not feeling it, even after you give it a good go, don't force it, because then it's not going to be fun for you anymore, and you're just not going to want to do it. And I think sometimes that's what causes some of the burnout, at least in my opinion. And then I get into a builder's block rut, and it's just awful spiral from there. And then, yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, we're pulling out some rocks. We're finishing up the landscaping details. I loved pulling out these lavender plants. I can't remember if those are definitely from a debug menu somewhere though, but I can't remember what pack. But here we are on the interior. In the interior, I definitely wanted to continue the light pastel vibes, so we really lean into a lot of pinks, a lot of blues, a lot of yellows, and I believe some greens. So it really depends on what room you're in, but I don't know. Overall, I really liked it. I did struggle at first, but once I got the feel for it, we were golden and like full steam ahead, you know? We are working here on the dining space, and it's kind of like a dining living space, kind of open concept, but the kitchen is like on the other side of the hallway. So you enter the house and you can go either right, left, or straight. If you go right, it's the kitchen. Go left, it's the living and dining. If you go straight, there's a bathroom, but also you can go up the stairs to the second floor. So this little rundown of our layout here. First, I wanted to keep this little circle table, but I ended up going for a bigger table because there are you can fit more than 4 Sims in this technically. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, there's plenty of room. Or yeah, you can definitely have at least 4 Sims here. There is a double bed in the what I'm calling the teenagers room. So you can potentially get like another sim that way, or you can throw a bunk bed in the kids' room and then there you go. Although I do have to mention that like for the kids' room, I did use a kid's bed, but I also have like a little infant toddler crib thing here down in the living room. I'll point it out in a little bit. So I didn't know where I was going, what age this family, like these Sims were. So, but that gives you options. I feel like the kid could just sleep down there all the time until they're grown, I guess, or until they're a toddler, and then you might have to switch out the bed. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, we are definitely leaning into a lot of these spring, Eastery vibes. Like I've got this bunny, I've got these floral like centerpieces and things. We're also pulling out a piano because I felt like this was a good place for an activity. I almost put the crystal creation table, whatever you want to call it, but I didn't think it matched the vibe either. Oh, I also have to mention one more thing. There is an attic space in this build. It's like the 3rd floor, and there are stairs going up to it and everything. And then honestly, I totally forgot to decorate it or put anything in there. So I think that's a great opportunity for anyone who does end up downloading this. You can turn that space literally into anything you need. An activity space, a playroom for kids, Maybe another bedroom if you need to, expand the family a little bit, So, I don't know. It's super fun. I also am adding this little detail with this, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like this rounded sculpture wall decor thing. It is seen on the exterior of this, but I added it a couple of times, I think, on the interior. I cannot take credit for that. I had seen Sid Mack do something similar, and I absolutely love the idea of using that as like a shelf, so I kind of copied that and stole that idea. But it's super cute, and I think I'm going to use it more often. So it's just another tool in the belt, I guess. Here we are definitely utilizing our dream home decorator sofa to... It works when you have a space and you don't know what kind of sofa to put and you kind of want to wrap around, and it's got such decent, like, solid base color swatches that it just makes sense. It can fit almost anywhere. So that's what we did here, and now we're going to figure out how to set up this fireplace because I knew I wanted a fireplace, something cozy, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of accent wall. I think I end up putting a couple other walls on the side of it, almost boxing it in here and raising it on the platform, just like that, and putting built-in bookshelves here with the help of the Book Nook kit, but also the Crystal Creations kit bookshelf as well, because this was still fairly new when I built this build. So like I said, it's been a minute. We're also adding fairy lights because apparently I'm obsessed with fairy lights right now. You're gonna see them throughout this build. I don't know, it's just another element of cozy, but I'm also really into like the soft I guess more fairy vibes a little bit. Just very soft and chic and cozy, Now we're picking out some armchairs to go along with these sofas. I think these are the ones from Paranormal Stuff, which are... They come in some nice swatches too. There's a lot of color ones, but I really like the basic neutral swatches as well, like the white and the black. So good. Top tier. Honestly, one of the best stuff packs. I think a lot of us can agree. And I'm so happy stuff packs are back. Honestly, it's so good to see them back. I wonder what stuff pack we'll get next. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a stuff pack that you are like itching for. I want to know. Now we're just gonna finish up the living room by adding some curtain details. This is where I believe I pull out the crib. It's like the portable one that you can take with you, so you can even just remove this anyway. I don't think I keep the art easel. I might put that upstairs later. I think we're gonna have to figure this out together right now, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is where I'm going to pull out this crib, so I think I get rid of that. Yep, and then I think that's pretty much it for the living room. We pop over a TV, and yeah, I know the TV for sure is functional. I am like kind of finagling it here with the tool mod by Twisted Mexi, which if you're interested is always linked down below. But I didn't want it to like completely be like flat surfaced, like connected to the fireplace. I kind of like the idea of it being on the shelf and kind of like rotated. I have seen some people use the art easel for this, and actually that's really cute. And I've seen it first here in The Sims, and then I saw it in real life. Well, not even in real life, but on like a TikTok video or something where someone did that, and it was so cute, like a frame TV on an easel. Who thinks of these things? People are so creative. I never would have. So I might have to do that in a build someday because I definitely want to try it out. So if you have any ideas for a sim who might have a TV on an easel, let me know, because maybe I'll build them an apartment or something, or a tiny home. I don't know. But here I was like, there's so much wall space between the windows and the ceiling and the curtains and stuff, so we're adding some more curtain details, just layering things up a little bit. But now we're moving on to the kitchen, which this one took me a while to figure out the layout of, but I didn't leave any of that in, so you're seeing the final version of it. I'm once again using these counters and cabinets from the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack. Another great stuff pack. But it just has the good soft pastel vibes that I've been really feeling recently. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's so nice. I love it. And then of course we add some more fairy lights because I just had space and I wanted to fill it up with something. Now we're picking out our stove and our appliances. We put in a little island. I think we get like a little table as well. The entryway here is already decorated, so you'll see that in the tour. You can kind of see some stuff out there. Um, what else? I also decorated the bathrooms already at this point, so those were not recorded as I don't always typically do, but they are fully functional and fully decorated, so that's fun. Also, you'll see those in the tour as well. I always put a little tour in the very end, but also some screenshots in my end card as well. So you get a good look at the build, and then you can decide if you want to, I don't know, download it in your game or download it, renovate it, do whatever you want. Just, don't plagiarize. That's all. Here we are cluttering up. And when I say clutter up, it comes to mind, it's so funny, like I'm literally in the process of trying to declutter my home because I feel like I'm always straightening up and I'm like, there's just so much clutter everywhere and not everything has a spot. It doesn't help that I'm on like clean talk right now. So I'm like got all these ideas going through my head and all this stuff, but I love a good cluttered space in The Sims. But in real life, it's just not doing it for me, It's like a cluttered space is a cluttered mind, and I really feel that, especially recently, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I've never really felt like sometimes I would, but it's been more consistent recently. Maybe that's just getting older and adulting and stuff. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel. I toyed with putting a little table sticking on an island here. I've seen others do that as well, which is always such a cute detail. But I felt like we didn't have the space for it, so I opted out for just a little round table since I couldn't keep my round table in the dining space. But I did want a little breakfast nook. Just kidding, I don't think I keep the round table. This one is from For Rent. I spoke too soon. But yeah, we're just gonna get some more details. Some plants, I think, some wall decor. I can't remember what I put in this corner. Let's see. Oh, a closet, I think. That's probably what I do. We're thinking. Okay, let her cook. There she is. But yeah, I don't know. It was a really fun build. This kitchen is pretty much together, and then I think we're gonna hop into one of the bedrooms next. And I think we start with the kids' bedroom, which this one is probably a little less pastel-y, but it is definitely very colorful with these blues and yellows, but not so soft, which I think is okay. I mean, I feel like, when you have Sims, you have different personalities and things, but this little corner here is definitely very cluttered. It's a weird shape for a bedroom. It's very long and narrow, but we get everything in. We've got this nice dresser. We're adding some clutter and stuff on the shelves. We've got a mirror. We've got a little book cart. Maybe the Sim is really into reading and fantasy and space and all of that good stuff. I don't know. I really enjoyed cluttering up this room. So we've got little arts and kits thing here on the book cart, and we're putting some more clutter up here on the shelf. I'm just literally pulling out anything and everything I could think of for kids. I do put pillows around because I know I always have pillows around. I love pillows. Tell me, are you one of those people who sleep with like one pillow? And if so, you're a monster. No, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. But I need so many pillows. Like, I can't have enough pillows. I really cannot. I just love all the pillows. But as a result of that, I also like toss and turn a lot in my sleep. That's just how I've always kind of been. I never can get comfortable in one spot for a full 8 hours. Like, that's impossible. I have to move around. Anyway, so because I do that, pillows tend to end up on the floor or usually on the floor, but it is what it is. So I imagine this kid probably does the same because we even put some extra pillows on the bed as well. That bed, I believe, is also from Dream Home Decorator. Those pillows are from the Modern Luxe kit. And over here, we add the little penguin TV, which I feel like I never use, but I felt like it was such a cute little whimsical touch for this bedroom that it just made sense to put it here. This wall piece art is from the Decor to the Max kit, but I added a base game art to kind of fill out that little space there. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cute and it fit pretty well. So I'm not complaining. We got a giraffe, we have a dollhouse, size down, but it still functions. And I think this is pretty much the gist of this room. So we're just getting more fairy lights because that's the theme, I think. Or maybe we don't keep the fairy lights. But the hallway here is also fully decorated. We have a fish tank. We have a chess table. We have some seating. Yeah. And then there's actually a little like creative activity space too here in the hallway. Well, it's its own room. It could be another bathroom, but I didn't want to do another bathroom. So instead in there we've got some more bookshelves. We have an art easel and it's really cute. I can't even remember if I did it on camera or off at this point. So you're just going to have to wait and see. But we do have a couple of more bedrooms to get through, so we can go and do that. This one is the teenager's bedroom. As you can maybe see already, we are leaning into the pastel pop kit. I felt like those items are very good for like a teenager, even a kid's room. But right now here I'm trying to play with using that cork board as a funky looking headboard, but we didn't do it. Because then I found this bed and that felt very Easter to me, and because this video was hopefully coming out around Easter, we went with that. So let's pretend, okay? Let's pretend it's not like a month plus later. Yikes. I think this is coming out around end of April because I have a couple other videos that you guys would have already seen that needed to come out first. Anyway, here we are using these gorgeous curtains. These are from, I believe, also Growing Together. They're really good for nurseries, but I felt like they really fit here. This room really leans into the purples, the pinks, the yellows, and then a touch of blue. We get these little lighting like canopies from the high school years pack because teenager, you know, but also because it's cute, and fairy lights. That's the thing. That's the theme for this build. So this bedroom might actually be my favorite, mostly because of the clutter and like just the overall space or theme and vibe in here. Very cute, very cozy. We got these flower string lights too on the windows, which I thought was very spring. We're getting our little music turntable here, which actually I cannot wait for that new party kit, and I wish I had the name in front of me right now because I'm sorry. But as of the time of me recording this video, that has not yet come out. It's coming out in a couple of days, and it has another little record table thing that is not tabletop like this one, but it's also not like the one from, is it Vintage Glamour? Or it's one of those older packs where it's very like diner-esque, like you can't put it in a regular build without it looking kind of weird. It's very like 70s, maybe more so. Very retro. So we have a more modern one, which I'm really excited for. So I can't wait to have that in game. But here we have our dresser. We get the cool mirror from the high school years pack as well. A desk space. We have a TV here. And you may notice that I pulled out the couch from my first pet stuff and kind of used it at the end of the bed. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a cute little, like, I don't know, little something that doesn't happen very often, like a little detail. So, and it just gave me an excuse to make it look like there's more pillows on the bed because I love pillows. I just told you guys that. But we have an egg chair here too. I tend to not use that too often, so I'm really glad I got to use that. And the name of that pack is really blanking me too. It might still be High School Years, actually. Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, we're just gonna add a few more little bits and pieces and clutter here before we move on to the final bedroom. And I think it's the final room of the build as well, at least for today's video. That is the parents' bedroom, which actually really leans into more of the green color scheme. So, and also very horse ranch driven, gotta say. So Strangerville and Horse Ranch really came through for this pack, along with like High School Years and Pastel Pop and Chef Home Hustle, all that Home Chef Hustle, all that good stuff. I guess this is a good time, better than any, to really mention that I did not limit my pack usage in this build. So if you are limited pack, definitely make sure you check out what is involved in the build through the gallery. You can like click on the little pack icons and it'll show you which items are featured in the build. So that's a nice little neat trick. But I actually really adore this room. Surprise, surprise, it is green. Love the color green. But I love how it's the soft pastel green. And it's just so like, it's very spring. And spring is actually my favorite season. So I really, really like how this one came out. We have the bed here all set up. Over here, I think we put some more of these dressers here. I love these. I will never not use these. And I like putting two together. It's such a good touch. But yeah, we have a shelf. Nope, we don't. I can't remember what I put up here anymore. It's been too long. But we do also add, I think, a seating area as well as, I can't remember if there's a TV in here or a fireplace, but there's something. Or it's another dresser. I can't remember. We'll see in a little bit. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you do all the things for the algorithm that makes the algorithm happy and me happy. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Come join our little snake family over here. And comment down below. I think I asked a few questions, so hopefully there's plenty to talk about. Or you can just say hi. How's it going? Tell me about your life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you guys in the next one, and go ahead and enjoy the video tour and screenshots and all of that good stuff. Alright, thanks guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye!